The top mistakes that men make in sex is being too quick and too rough. I've made videos about this before, and I know some guys were complaining about why it's so hard to have sex with women. But thank you for the gentleman who left a comment recommending the videos of Alexey Welsh, a coach specializing in female sexuality. He strikes me as a Tantra person. Video will be linked in the description below. And here's what he says are the top 5 complaints women have. I categorize them as being too quick, too rough, and trying to make her come. So I'll just go over these myself, but I think you should watch his video as well, because he is a sex expert in women. And he's right. Number 1, he says, going straight for penetration with no or minimal foreplay. That women need at least 10 minutes of foreplay to arouse their bodies before penetration. Now, this is a matter of taste and so on. Some women need less, some women need more. In a new relationship, if she's already super horny, super excited, and you've already been on a date, she's already aroused. But if you've been married for 15 years and she's, just come out of the shower, she's going to need a little bit more warm up. So, but in general, men are pretty quick. They just want like their penis grabbed anytime, but women do not. And just remember that our genitalia is internal and functions a little bit differently. So that was number 1, going straight for penetration. Number 2, when you do have foreplay, going straight for the genitals. Foreplay is not about touching the genitals. This is under the category of too quick. Going straight for the clitoris is a no-go. When in my appointments, when men want to grab my pussy, which is extremely rare, I'm like, don't do that. Do not just grab the pussy, okay? Many men want to go right to the clitoris for vaginal or oral stimulation, but women want to have time spent on their whole body first. And just be appreciated for a whole body and some kissing, whole body touching. A massage is really nice. Focus on the whole body. Now, the second category is being too rough, and he has being too rough with the body and being too rough with the genitals. So men, when it comes to the body, men often treat women's bodies roughly or aggressively and think that women love rough sex, but never assume a woman likes rough sex, like being spanked or choked or something like that, unless she explicitly asks for it. The core sex should be loving and sensual. I myself don't experience men being too rough with my body. My experience is actually that they're afraid they're going to hurt me. I'm like, you're touching me at like 1/3 the strength of my massage therapists. So, I have to show men how firm I like a touch. But they are definitely too rough on the genitals. Again, they don't know. But it comes from men using techniques that they've learned that they like on themselves, or that they've, assumed that women like, without realizing it's too strong, because a woman's genitals are very delicate. And especially from a cold start, because women actually need a long time, much more than 10 minutes, to become fully engorged, fully wet, fully aroused. And the genitals, especially the vagina, can handle more touch, more force, because it's a muscle when it's fully aroused, but definitely not right from the start. Always start with gentle sensations, he says, and only increase intensity if the woman indicates she wants more. I actually think a lot of men are very boring at the intercourse. I have to teach them a lot. It's like to go slowly, and they find out they like it. They're just used to boom, 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 boom. It's like, that doesn't feel good, especially starting out. It doesn't feel good, and it's boring. I mean, you look like a jackhammer in heat. So I think that we as women have to teach men what we like. We can't blame them. So these videos are good. His last point is trying to make her come. And again, this is like all performance based. Trying to make her come while men often believe this is the best thing they can do, it creates pressure on the woman, and it makes her feel inadequate if she doesn't come right away. And then she's like, am I gonna make him wait too long? He's trying to make something happen, you know? And it prevents a woman from relaxing and enjoying the experience. Alexey Welsh advises that you focus on giving her a nice experience in every moment instead of being focused on making her come. And that reminds me of one of his other videos, which I'll also link below, which is that orgasms don't matter in sex. That, you know, a woman, I'm going to speak to women as a woman, that having an orgasm is not going to make the sex better for me. The fact that you care about my pleasure makes the sex better for me. But some of the best sex I've ever had, there was no orgasm. If I want an orgasm, I'll give it to myself. What makes sex really great is the adventure, the experience, the connection, what's going to happen, how we're moving, and just being with, like, I don't think men realize how wonderful they are. Just being close to that physical strength that's handling me so sensually, like, it's just a wonderful, sometimes I feel like I'm a vampire taking that male energy in, you know? It's so yummy. But it's not about an orgasm for me. I think men are very different that way. I think they're a little bit more orgasm focused, and I think they need that frequent release, and they want to have it with a woman. But ladies, let me know if I'm wrong here, or you disagree, that if I want an orgasm, I'll give it to myself better than you can. So if I let you make me come, I'm kind of doing you a favor, and now it's like, you know, I'm performing for you pretty much. So in this video, which I'm going to link in the comments, he says that orgasms aren't bad, but the issue is that their perceived importance. And that if you focus on orgasm, then you have turned sex into a mechanical, lifeless, and disconnected work. And this diminishes the ability to create real enrichment, love, and connection, and sensory richness in the moment, just being fully present in the moment. And that can lead to anxiety, pressure, stress, and frustration. And this is really good, the perceived amazingness of an orgasm is often an optical illusion, because the rest of sex is so devoid of pleasure. If you're not enjoying the sex, you're going to go for the orgasm. That's why some men want to come really quick to get out of this anxious situation, get it over with. But if you're enjoying it, you want it to last. You're not focused on some kind of ending if you're enjoying the moment. And that's the importance, is to enjoy the moment. If you're not enjoying the moment, why not? So he also says that many people focus on orgasm due to the cultural obsession with orgasm, leading to an atrophy of skills for creating rich sexual energy in every moment. So he says that you have to release the belief that orgasm is the most important thing, which is a liberation of focus. So you can create beautiful sexual energy in each moment so that sex can be nourishing. And as a woman, I want my sex to be nourishing. I want it to be sensual. I want it to be exciting and adventurous. I don't care about the orgasm. And like I said in the beginning of the video, the worst things men can do is rush. Rush to make things happen. Rush to touch the genitals. Being too rough, being too quick. And all these things destroy my pleasure. So I think it's up to us ladies, and that's what I do with men. If I'm being sexual with someone, I show him what I like, and I encourage him to slow down and enjoy the closeness and the affection and looking at each other and the kissing and the touch. So thank you again for recommending Alexey Welsh to me. I really appreciate that. And in his other video, so I'm going to combine 3 of his videos, love is the most important thing in sex. And I so agree with that. Yeah, so in the third video of his, which I'll link below, he talks about the three most important things in sex. The first one is love. The second is do not focus on orgasm, focus on an enriching experience in each moment. And the third one is that your happiness is what matters. Don't compare yourself to other people or how you think sex should be. Are you happy? Are you enjoying sex? And don't live by anyone else's standards. Focus on moments of bliss, peacefulness, aliveness, nourishment, love, or connection that bring joy. It's just you and your lover, and whatever makes both of you happy together in that moment is what counts. And that's the problem when people make sex just into this physical thing. They're not experiencing any of the emotion. And that's why having sex with an emotionally avoidant person is so empty. You might feel emotions for that person because you love them, but they can't feel any emotion back if they're avoidant or if they're people pleasers. I would say that they're just trying to please you, which isn't fulfilling. They're not looking for joy. They're just trying to please you. And if they're grandiose, they're just trying to control you. Like, you have to be with someone who's emotionally open and emotionally available, really, to have this kind of sex where you can both enjoy each moment and experience some kind of connection, some kind of awe, nourishment, affection, love, joy, peacefulness, bliss, excitement, like all these different things. And yeah, I think he's probably into Tantra and stuff, I'm guessing. I think this is very valuable information and such a good counterpoint to what is often depicted in porn as the physical only. But I have had men tell me that they like watching romantic porn. I think there's a couple on Pornhub, like a European couple that has very sensual sex together. So that's also available. But then I've looked at their videos, so I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to meet someone like that to have that kind of sex. So forget it. I don't even want to see it. But I'm grateful for the sex I do have, and I'm grateful to be able to experience some amount of affection, and so much better than when I was married, by the way, because I think people make the mistake, and they say like save sex for marriage. But what if you're married to someone who's avoidant? That's not very good sex. So I think a lot of married people are having very bad sex. But anyway, I'm getting off the point here. I really like his tips and his advice. And for me as a woman, it's really nourishing to hear a man say these things because in my experience, often I felt due to my own conditioning that I needed to hurry up to match the pace of a man. I need to get myself turned on quicker. I need to make myself come really quick so the man isn't like impatient or bored. And these are all really unhealthy thoughts to be having. So one thing that I've been working on for myself is to just be in each moment and to say when these things come up, like, hey, are you trying to make me come? Because it's just going to make me feel pressured. Like, if you want to go down on me, go down on me. But don't try to make anything happen because I don't want to be rushed into anything. And like, slow down a little here. Don't go right to the glands of my clitoris. Like, I have to teach so many things. I mean, ideally, it would be really nice to have sex with someone I didn't have to teach everything, but I would rather be with people that have to teach everything in my work that I do, but rather than have like a boyfriend that's in my space all the time that I have to deal with, that gets annoying, because I find people annoying. Well, not my kids. I really like being around them. I shouldn't say that. I guess my experience when I was married was I found my ex-husband annoying, so I probably project that everybody would be annoying. I'm just going off on a tangent here, you guys. I really just want to make this video about the beautiful tips that we had from this man who's devoted his life to coaching, and he has a lot of really good things to share. And again, I know his sex is very gentle. I like a little bit more active sex, but maybe he does too. But again, it has to be something that's exciting in the moment that you both enjoy. And it has to be focused on love, always has to be there, love and appreciation for the person, not just like, Oh, I'm going to close my eyes. Can you bend over so I can poke you like a rabbit? Boom, 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 boom. Like, that's so boring. And, you know, it just shows someone who is, you can always tell a person who is emotionally void versus one who isn't, just from the way they like to have sex. But then you, of course, you have the guys who are very passionate with you in the bedroom, and then when sex is over, they're like, just want to leave. But in my work, that never happens for some reason. Like, it's a container for like men exploring their sexuality or their sensuality. So you know, but I have to kind of make it about them as long as I enjoy everything, but it's kind of more about giving them an experience that they need for their heart, really, and their body too, because they want to feel relaxed or whatever. But it's not really about me, and that's okay. It's a trade-off I'm willing to make. I don't even know if I should post this whole video, but who cares? No one's watching my videos anyway. I think I'm fucking shadow banned on YouTube. And I didn't even talk about that country that's invaded us, you know, is invaded all of our Congress and the White House. I didn't even talk about that country. I didn't talk about any wars. I didn't talk about the thing where we had to wear this and I was banned, you know, got strikes on YouTube. I haven't even talked about anything controversial. So I do not know why I'm shadow banned, but maybe this video will get a few more views.